I'm live. Just 1 second. I'm just bringing up the actual thing. Think. There I am. Loading. Muted. Top chat engaged. Live chat. Switching to live chat. Come on. There we go. And oh, good. Okay. I've got my pad. So I just dropped my pen for. I do have an actual topic of conversation while I'm doing this, so this is actually kind of nice. Kind of. Let me throw up on screen exactly what I'm doing. There we go. I like that it looks like I'm looking at it. When I'm looking at this screen, I'm actually looking at the screen that you can see on the screen. Screen. So many screens, screen. Right. Disconnecting keyboard. Connecting the pad. Pad connected. Now I have to retrieve my pen because I dropped it on the floor. In the middle of my garbage. I was going to say rubbish, but apparently there's a weird thing. It's like the word moist for some people. They hate the word rubbish. Does anybody else get that? Or is that just something I found with a couple of my more needy friends? It fell right in the middle of my garbage, my overflowing bin of garbage. Please don't have spider webs on you. There we go. It should be okay. It should be fine. Everything should be fine. Everything clean. Everything new. Should be fine. Right. Okay. I was going to say, how is everybody tonight? But essentially, it's just me, it seems, at the moment, watching my own live stream and stuff. I should find my headphones, not those headphones. I only use those for editing every now and again. But I should find my earphones because when there's nobody around to talk to, it's so boring, in my opinion. Sorry. You know, like these things I haven't used for a long time because they don't really work on this computer. I don't know if you saw them before. Can you see them in the wide shot? No, you can't. Just here, there's some headphones hanging up. They're kind of expensive and they're kind of like old. They're like classic vintage headphones, and I basically used to use those while I was editing. But the thing is that I don't use them when I'm editing anymore because for some reason on my computer the surround sound has stopped working, and actually one of them doesn't work on one side, which actually isn't their problem. They work fine. It's actually something to do with my computer, I think. But whatever, it's not a big deal. I just use my earphones for when I'm actually doing something. Whenever I'm doing some editing, I use earphones, and I play the god damn it, stop yawning. And I play the sound through the one of my media devices. So essentially, like I could play the sound from my computer into this thing, and then I could just plug my earphones into this thing, and it works. It seems to work. So that's a cue. Oh, I need to plug that in. So, currently on low power. I do not know where I've got my charger cable for my Pixel. It is a mystery to me. Anyway, guys, What is up? I saw somebody come in. There was like, it jumped up to like 4 people, 5 people watching for a second, and then it's announced back down to 1. And that's just me watching the preview. So I'm by myself again. I don't know. Anyway, for those people who are watching the playback, I'm trying to get my hand in frame. I'm doing this picture. This picture. I'm trying to get it so that it looks like I'm doing this picture. That just flashed on my screen for no reason. There we go. So I'm doing this picture right here, and I don't know why. What am I doing with my hand? Stupid. So this is the third. Is this the third or the fourth in this series? I think it might be the fourth. We had the big berry, then we had him standing up straight with a little bit of growth. Then we had a big bit of growth, and now we've got kind of him just teetering on immobile with the blueberryification. So yeah, that's 4. So that's 4. So we're on number 3, which is fine. Okay, and I got my pen, and I nearly just did the whole, and I got an apple, but I don't have an apple. So yeah, let me just zoom me in. And what I think I'll do is I think I'll maximize the entire screen so you guys can see what I'm doing. There you go. Then I don't have to worry about me being on camera, like at all right now, even though I've got the camera set up and everything. I'll come back on camera when there's like actually somebody in the chat, I think. So yeah, till then, let's do this. Oh, sorry. I'm just kind of trying to position my stupid chair. I don't know how this happened. I'm kind of far away from the tablet somehow. Right. Just talking to myself. I don't I guess. Right, so we have here is a picture of him, and this is all of the sketchiness. This is all the sketching I've done. I did this morning, last night. One of those, basically. And as you can see, it's all well mapped out. I kind of figured out where the bulginesses are and everything. Got arm positioning. Not so sure about this wrist thing happening here, but I don't know. We'll figure that out as we go. I've also got I don't know if you can see my cursor. Can you see my cursor? Oh, you can just. I've also got the other hand, and he's kind of like looking at his other hand as it turns blue, I guess. There'll be a lot more blue coloration on him this time, so there'll be slightly less like skin tone, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I've got navy blue. I wrote navy blue real quick in all caps so I could see. So that I'm reminded to do his beard navy blue instead of actually doing it just not navy blue, if you know what I mean. Right, and yeah, we are just going to be putting the details in black ink, I think, since I've done black ink for all the other times and everything. Oh, just got a message. There we go. So I'm keeping it fairly consistent. I have been like wanting to experiment with different inks. I'm pretty sure that I can be confident enough to do that, but for now, let's do this. So I've got a new layer, and yeah, I'm just going to go over all of the green essentially. Where do I start? I normally start with the head, doing a close-up of the head. So I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to hover over there, push the zoom in button so we know what we're doing. And I'm like suddenly super thirsty. This happens every time when I'm doing the blueberry picture. It's so weird. I'm going to try to put him in the corner of the screen because it's just easier to rest my hand on the pad and do the corner. And I want to make the ink, the nib. I think all of this is 4 in size, and why don't we do 9 for the black pen, for the actual pen. So yeah, I'm going to do that. I think that's the right one. Let me just double check. Well, it's a bit, and it's green, so let's yeah, it's a bit big, so let's go back down. Is that about right? That looks about right. I'm going to do it black, so not greeny black, or an actual black. There we go. Okay, I think I'm going to actually get myself a drink real quick, but I don't know. I'll do that when I have I'll give myself a little break in a minute. Okay, so normally I talk while I'm doing this, so I'm gonna be keeping on talking. So I'm gonna do the trucker hat first. Now it's really pixelated because I'm zoomed in a lot. Also, I think I started off with a smaller canvas this time. I kind of accidentally zoomed in when I did the other picture, and I'm just use the continuation of that canvas. But that's not that important. It's kind of stressful when you don't really know how the pen is going to react sometimes. It's very pixelated, isn't it? That's kind of messing with my eyes a little bit. Maybe I should change the canvas background. I don't know. I'm also going to start the beard up a bit more up. So I'm going to I'm trying to increase the puffiness of his actual head. We've got his ear. Just there. I'm going to start the beard from like here this time, I think. Just get some extra fluff around his ear, and I wanted to make it look like his cheek is kind of like pudging out just here. It's starting to get puffy. I guess you'd say puffy, but yeah. And we've got the mustache. I just want to make sure that I've got to draw his nose. I've actually got to draw his nose. I gave him quite a just a not a big nose. I guess it is a big nose. Just a very, very prominent kind of like roundish nose, I guess you'd call it. And I didn't really want to. I'm going to do the eyes because I was going to do the pipe and everything, but I'll do that in a second. I'm going to try to aim for doing the upper parts of the face before I actually do anything else, because it's easier. It's easier. So we've got this eyebrow. I'm not doing the other eyebrow because it's covered by the hat. But now the eyes are a bit difficult because I've done a whole circle here in the sketching. But what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to just do the top bit. And I'm going to do the bottom, his cheek, where his cheek meets his eye. Because like I said, it's slightly puffier. And I am gonna actually do the whole nose. I'm gonna do the same thing for the other side. Like that. And we want his eye line to be like looking at his hand. Hey Noah. Howdy. Oh. it said one person watching, which is me, and then also it said then I got the you watching thing, and it went up to 2, and now it's back to 1. So but then again, I never trust that view counter thing. There you go. It really does add character. Just adding the dots of the eyes, just straight away adds character. It's weird, isn't it? It's weird how that works out. Right. So the side of his face, I've got, like I said, he's got a bit puffier face than last time. So I'm actually going to do here, and then I'm going to do the cheek, kind of matching up and going into the beard. Around the side there. I know it looks all green, but I know it's super zoomed in, but honestly, it all makes sense in just a second. And since I've got an audience member, I'm going to actually turn on the face cam, because why not? Hey. So that now you can see what I'm doing and my face. Just go back over here. There we go. So yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, so I've done most of the face, and I can actually complete the beard. And I'm going to start the beard. I made a whoopsie when I drew the beard on. It's not as big as before for some reason. In the sketchy greenness. So I'm actually going to increase it a little bit, just so it's just outside of the green line, as you can see. Right, and now I can actually do the pipe, which is going to be a bit difficult because it's not an organic object. It's hard, and it's got a lot of hard curves. I've given myself a lot of leeway though by basically only doing the bare minimum in the sketch. So yeah, like I said before in the previous one of the previous streams, the pipe is based off of one of my Peterson's pipes, only it's slightly bigger. I don't understand this. A lot of artists, I guess it's just because they're not exposed to it that often. But how hard is it to look up a stock image of a pipe? I mean, really, guys. But I noticed that a bunch of artists actually don't know how to draw one. Again, how hard is it to look up a stock image? I don't know. And his lip expression is something that's kind of gonna really sell this. And I'm literally dealing with pixels here, but I think you can actually tell. Exactly what the lip is doing. Just here, there we go. Again, I've done this a bit small scale. I should have opened up the opened. I should have opened up the canvas a little bit more and basically figured this out slightly. But what's going on with this line? I'm not going to do that just yet. I was going to do his hand and everything just now, but then I realized, I don't know. I don't know. But since I'm on face cam and stuff and nobody's watching, I am going to just quickly pour myself a drink because super thirsty. I had a KFC tonight, which was super yummy, but for some reason it sucks all of the moisture out of my mouth. Oh, better. Right. Okay. I will start doing the arm and the shoulder and stuff, because I think I can do that without screwing it up. So getting a smooth line is actually very hard. I have to do several strokes to actually get it to be a smooth line. That's why, in fact, I'm zoomed in so much. It's so that basically it makes it appear smooth. When you zoom out, this will appear smoother. At least I hope it will. So yeah, and the actual hand itself. And hands are really hard to do in the first place. And that's the pinky. And then that's the forefinger. I basically have the cartoon rule of like 3 fingers. It's kind of, what is it called? The Simpson rule. I actually looked this up once because I was tutoring somebody on how to draw cartoons and how to actually do cartoons as part of their tattoo design bit. And yeah, the whole the 3 fingers thing is actually very common with cartoons. I don't know why. I think it might just simply be a simplicity thing, but I kind of like it. I kind of like the whole, it's kind of a rule. So basically, I like to stick with that particular rule. There we go. It's not really. It does kind of match. That does look great. So okay, so we've done that bit, and what's down here? Okay, so that's the belly line, and this is the brace. This is the brace for his overalls, his suspenders. So I'm going to start them here though instead. I don't want to draw the entire curvature of the belly just yet because there's a reason for that. I will do that. I will fill that in later. I know this is the beginning of his shirt, so I am going to do this bit just real quick. My computer just went bink. I don't know what that means. Hopefully nothing drastic and crazy. Right, and we do his shoulder or his sleeve for his shirt for his shoulder. Okay, I'm trying to get a smooth line as possible. That's why it's super zoomed in and super pixelated. The idea being that his shirt is actually kind of just a bra. It's like turned into a bra at this stage, and that's his back. So we go all the way back. There we go. And this will be a lot easier if I tilted the canvas, but I'm not going to tilt the canvas just yet. So all of these lines, all of the lines that are like this, that are horizontal, I'm going to not do just yet, because like I said, I'm going to tilt the canvas, because it's really hard to do this kind of action without, you know, you want to make sure that just teacher mode engaged, you know, tutoring. What you want to do is basically, when you're drawing, you want to make sure that you move your wrist as little as possible, and essentially when you do that, you're moving your fingers like this. So I'm actually gonna make myself a little bit more visible, just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, when you're actually drawing something, you want to make as many as you know, as little movement as possible with your hands for the best detail. So you want to, I mean, as little movement as possible with your wrist as possible. So you want to basically use your fingers a lot to move the pencil. So when you're drawing a circle, you're moving your pencil. You're moving your pencil with your fingers, with 3 fingers, in a very precise movement, like to make a sphere, to make a circle, and well, not a sphere, just making a circle. And when you're actually doing like curves, you want to move your fingers in large arcs or small arcs to make lines, you know. If you want to do a straight line, then you move your fingers, you don't move your wrist. And this means that you can do a lot of horizontal lines this way. I mean, not horizontal, vertical lines this way, but actually moving, you know, moving your wrist, moving your whole wrist to draw like that, you're going to get less definition. You know, it's going to be a less smooth line if you do that, unless you do it really quick, basically. And when you do that, you lose definition. You know, you lose your ability to control the pencil. And so I try not to do as many horizontal lines as possible, and only do vertical lines. That's why I like actually moving the canvas. So that's why I've got the rotate canvas button on my actual as part of my quick buttons setup, so I can actually rotate the canvas when I want to. Hey Jeffers. So yeah, just a quick like lesson, just a mini quick lessons. I did do some tutoring I did some art tutoring, a lot of art tutoring. So basically I know what I'm talking about. I do, and I have been an illustrator for a long time, so yeah, and I do tattoo design, so I feel like I'm at least a little bit qualified, you know, since I've done all of these things. I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, getting back to the art, the blueberry art, but still art, still counts as art. Yeah, so I'm not doing this line. I'm not doing these lines just yet. I'm going to save those for later. But I am going to be doing I'm going to be doing as many as the vertical lines that you see on screen, I guess. And again, the reason why it's zoomed in so much is so that I basically, if I make several strokes and they end up as pixels, it's not so bad. It makes it look like a smoother line. So, you know, whereas if it's not zoomed in, then you can actually see all of the individual strokes. So that's why it's so zoomed in and so pixely right now. But once it's zoomed out, you'll get the bigger picture. So yeah. How are you doing, Jeffers? What is up, my man? You are so darn cute, Tubbs. You definitely know your stuff. Yeah. Well, I've been doing this for a while. So yeah. So yeah, I'm just looking for vertical lines that I can do in this expanse just now. Things like this. This is a nice curve, so I could do this curve, but this is just too horizontal for me to do right now, so I'm not going to be doing that one, but I am going to do this big back one. Actually, where does it connect? Let's lower this so I can figure out where this connects. Right, so this is the shirt curve. The shirt curve. So I'm just going to connect to the elbow. Well, that's the elbow, but I'm ignoring the sketchy lines just for now. I'm just trying to push ahead. Just have one. See, it looks way more smoother like this. And then I'm going to have to move the pan up a little bit. Just do this curve. Like I said, you move your fingers a lot more than you move your wrist. You got more control over your fingers than you do your wrist for small movements. And I said I don't do any horizontal lines, but this one isn't that complicated, so I'm going to actually, I don't mind if this is smooth looking or not. So I am going to just try to my best to actually move my wrist like I said I wasn't going to do. And see, I don't mind this one. It's kind of leveled off because it's just the back part of his shirt. It doesn't really matter. I am, however, going to add some straining cloth marks just here. There we go. I'm fine, thanks, Tubbs, and yourself? I'm okay. I had a KFC earlier, so I was in a good mood, and then I checked my messages, and there's been a new development with my investor, with my ex-investor, I should say, and that he is he's blaming me for the money that he gave me, and I don't know what to say to that. You know, basically making me seem like the arsehole for him taking all my money back. You know. But yeah, he's blaming me for not being able to actually transfer, because I don't have internet banking, to transfer the money that he sent me back to him. And it's like, I can't do it. Even if I wanted to, there isn't actually a way for me to do it. But I'm the bad guy, apparently, because I'm withholding his money. And it's like, seriously? So yeah, the saga continues. The saga continues. I am going to try to do this. I'm going to try to begin this line. I don't know where this goes, but I've got a feeling, but I know where this goes. But yeah. Oh, by the way, if you want to see the entire picture, if you want me to zoom out any stage, then just let me know. I will do so. I might have to finish up a section first, but I will do so if you ask me nicely. But yeah, Jeff, I've just been doing. Oh, I nearly drew on it. I've just been doing the face and the hand of this guy. Ignore that. That's the navy blue thing. Ignore that for now. That's just to remind me what color to do his beard when we actually do the coloring stage of this piece. But yeah, it's like looking at the color of his hand as it changes, and that's what we're doing so far. But that's a thing. Yeah. I forgot what I was saying before the. Oh, see, I knew it went here. And again, this isn't totally a vertical line. Well, this is now a vertical line. But it's not. It wasn't a totally a horizontal line. So yeah, I'm also going to do his butt. Is that his butt? Yeah, because that's his leg. So that's his upper thigh / butt. So we'll just do the side of his butt. Side butt. I'm going to read whatever you wrote, Jeff, because I know you've written something, but I didn't read it all the way when I looked at it. Here we go. What the hell is wrong with him? He shouldn't be blaming you for that, Tubbs. I'm so sorry that you have to deal with that. It's okay. It's okay. Like I said before about the whole me betting, you know, I didn't really get my hopes all the way up, you know, when he did pay me all of my, all of my money. He did. So I haven't had the chance to really be depressed about it so much because I kind of expected some kind of bullshit. I just didn't know it would happen so fast, you know. But then again, stuff like this does that. Okay, so this is the leg. I'm just trying to work out my own sketchiness here. Right, yeah, I know what's happened. Okay, I'm gonna start from the boot and go up. I should have done his arm and stuff, and I've just realised that I should have done that as well. But we'll figure it out. Jeff, if you had Discord, then you would have seen the whole picture, the whole sketch picture that I posted on Discord. So, because I posted it on Discord saying, I'm doing this now. This is the top half of the boot. I might try to do the colouring of the boot, this, you know, straight out the gate. Since I'm using black anyway, I might as well just do that. Because I did the stem of the pipe already, so I might as well just go ahead and do the colouring of the boot. I don't know, what do you think? What do you think? But just a heads up on what exactly is happening with that guy. Yeah, with my investor, he also like said, you know, if you don't pay me back my money, then I'm going to call the bank. And I was like, he's saying like it's a threat, but didn't he call the bank anyway to tell them that he was going to cancel the payments? If he hasn't done that already, he's a fucking idiot. You know, if you wanted to cancel a payment, then you would have called the bank. If you wanted to do it desperately, then you would have called the bank right away. Am I wrong here? You know, I'm just so confused with this guy. But I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. I'm actually gonna. Because I'm gonna straight up color the boot in right now because it will save me later trying to pick out the blacks. So we're gonna go around here. I'm just trying this out. So where do I want the shine? I'm gonna have the shine here, like an upside down raindrop. I'm just picking out the way I'm gonna color it in. Then I'm going to get a slightly bigger brush and just again, I'm not looking to fully fill up the color. I'm trying to leave some spaces so that it's got like a, you know, this is where the light is kind of reflecting off of it, kind of thing. Because it's they're leather boots. I think they're leather boots. Get it right up against the edge. There we go, and then I go back to my regular brush and continue colouring in, well, drawing. Yeah. I see you have your Pepsi Max there. Yeah, like I said, I was tired of being thirsty while I was drawing the blueberry pictures. So essentially, I just poured myself a quick drink. Did I do this on purpose, or is this just an artifact? Again, I said I wasn't going to do horizontal lines, but these are near vertical lines. Oops. I know, just erased it, which would have been bailed. I don't understand why he's doing this. No, you weren't. I wasn't wrong. Yeah, right. He should have definitely already have like contacted his bank to try to do this himself, and he's telling me it like it's some kind of threat. I'm just going to go up and do the arm because I realized I haven't done the arm, the other arm. So here we go. I kind of drew his arms always as if they're slightly fuzzy. He's got big muscles, but they're being puffified with the blueberry juice. So yeah, I'm so sorry, but I don't understand why he can't pay you some other way than just not pay you at all. I know. Like I said, this is the second time that he's done this to me, and I'm not that. Last time I paid him straight back with PayPal because all the money was easily paid back when it's on PayPal. But this time he did it to himself by basically paying me in a way that I said to him, I won't be able to refund this. I basically said that straight up to him. But yeah. Does that look weird? Does that hand look weird, or is it just because it's super zoomed in? Just gonna add some like squeeze lines. I call them squeeze lines because they're like he's pushing it on the skin. That's what that is. It's one big squeeze line. And then we can get back to doing the lower part. There's not much. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rotate this. Yeah, to get all the rest of this in, I'm gonna have to rotate this. Although I'm gonna quickly do this bit. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I have eye problems. What are you up to for Christmas, Jeff? Right. Okay, so we're actually going to do the curvature of the belly and we'll do all the belly details now. I'm just going to go over here. I think I can do this one without worrying about rotating it too much. Just this quick bulge. Go. So you get to see it zoomed out. See what I've done so far. So I'm going to just quickly remove the sketch. So that's what I've done so far. So we just have to add the big curve of the overarching curvature of his tummy, and it should be good. So we just add in the lines again. There we go. So yeah, we're just going to do the front and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate. About there, and I'm going to go over here. Zoom in just on that bit. We're going to go clockwise. Now, I've got a bit of OCD. I like to go clockwise, but I do find anti-clockwise is a lot more. It's a lot less. What's the word? Going this way, going anti-clockwise is a lot less. It's a lot less punishing. That's it. It's a lot less punishing. His hand looks okay. That's good. Just relaxing at home. Yeah, I kind of wish that I could do that. I don't want to go to my in-laws because I just feel really down. I don't want to infect other people with my downness. My downness. This is just a little detail. It's just his pocket of his jeans. Overalls. I don't know. So I smooth that line out. Is it me or does that look really, really blurry for some reason? It does to me. That looks really blurry to me. It might just be the pixelated nature of it all. Unfortunately, I have to go to my mother-in-law's this time, my in-laws' place this time, because Damon's already paid. He's done all the paying for the. See where the belly button was supposed to be? That's just a reminder to say exactly where the middle of the belly is. I always add the belly button when I do the sketch. Yeah, I kind of have to go because Damon has specifically for me booked a hotel nearby. And we can stay at my mother-in-law's just fine. But the reason why he books a hotel is because it's a bigger bed than the bed at my mother-in-law's, and also my mother-in-law doesn't have a shower, and I can't fit in the bath that she's got. So he booked a hotel, and well, I don't want to waste him booking the hotel for me, you know. What is this line? I know what this line is. It's part of the pocket. It's part of where the pocket was supposed to be. Yeah. So I kind of have to go now, even though Damon would have totally understood if I just said something sooner. Then, yeah, but I didn't. It's just a real pain in the ass because I'd much rather not deal with that. But there's also other things, like I'm the person who decorates my mother-in-law's tree. I'm the one that untangles all of the Christmas lights. I'm the one that does. I'm the emergency wrapping paper person. So I basically wrap up presents for people. So I kind of have to do it, and I get it. I'm not sour about it or anything. It's just kind of like, yeah, I have to do this. I get it. Right. Gonna rotate a little bit more. A little bit more. I'm gonna rotate it almost all the way around again. Just to get this curviness. There we go. I also have to be there for Damon and Damon's mum because they're dealing with something that is a lot more, in my opinion, it's way more important than my current just depression, because they're still dealing with the loss of Damon's dad and Damon's mum's husband, obviously. So I have to be there for them, and I'm okay with that. At least that's what I'm going to keep telling myself. So yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to see it that way. I'm trying to see it as that. Well, at least we'll enjoy the hotel and everything like that. It'll be nice. And Damon's mum doesn't have to worry about cooking so much because we've got like free breakfasts at the hotel. It's not really yeah. It's more like a motel chains. However, in the UK, we don't really have motels. However, they've started appearing just within the last couple of years. I've noticed that motels have actually started appearing. I have no idea what the influence is that made these appear, but I'm okay with it. It feels like crawling on my leg. So things have not been the same ever since that poor spider. Now these are just lines in the oval, so I'm just going to add a couple. I'm not going to add like a lot. They're more for the coloring, for when I do the coloring, you know. So I just add them in semi-faintly, if you know what I mean. They're just the seams of the overalls. There we go. To be honest, I think I'm actually done. Let's rotate it all the way around. That's too far. I don't have the rotate back button. I've only got one rotate button because, well, I could just spin it around, you know. And I think, oops, I think we are all set. I think I've actually done all of it. Oh no, I missed a bit. I missed that sleeve. So zoom in. It's a bit too zoomed in, but we will deal. No, I just rotated it. What am I doing? What am I doing, guys? There we go. Let's go up and see if I've connected. Yep, I think I'm connected. Okay. Now oops, I keep touching this like it's a touchpad. It really isn't. Okay, so I think we've done him. Can you see any green on there, on him, not on the background, that hasn't been filled in by black, or isn't like is missing? Anything that's green on him that is missing? Because I can't see anything, but I'm just going to wait and take a sip until of my Coke. I love your gift wrapping terms because the gifts always look so nice. You are there. You are the sweetest. I'm not that good. I'm still terrified from the spider as it was on my leg. I'm sorry. I'm more sad about the spider. I wasn't scared about it or anything because, you know, I knew it probably wouldn't bite me and kill me and stuff. But like I said, I'm more worried that I killed it, but I don't know where it is. I'm hoping it's just asleep for good, but you know. I did a bottom burp, if that helps, Noah. Yeah. I don't think there's anything missing. I think I know what that leg thing was about. I'm just going to quickly add a couple of lines because I think these are just seams where his knee is supposed to be. You know, make it look a bit more. His overalls look a bit more lived in. You know what I mean? And I can see the back pocket hasn't got any. But again, that's more for the colouring reference than anything else. I'm going to take away the green and see how it looks. Yeah. Doesn't look too bad. Is it me or does the pipe actually look a bit wonky? It's probably just me. That's probably just me. Right. Now, the background, I've tried something different here. I've basically put in a bunch of lines for when I do the background colouring. I've just added that thing that he was leaning against. With the hose coming out of it. I basically just did the thing he was leaning against in the last picture. And just the horizon, you know, where the colours are going to split later. And I've just left it like that. And this time what I'm thinking of basically doing is actually not putting lines into this one. I think I did last one. I think I actually put the lines in the line art panel layer, whatever you want to call it. So this time I think I'm not going to do that and see if I could just do it with just pure color like I did the last one, but with just pure color, like I did with the background. So yeah. I don't think I'm going to actually add any lines into that, and just have him with this layer sorted. So that's without the lines that I added, and that's with the lines I added. Does it look like he's looking at his hand, or does it look like he's looking past his hand? In my opinion, he's kind of looking past his hand. Or am I overthinking this? Does that look okay? I'm just trying to make sure that I've got everything, so I don't have to come back and do some extra bits, you know? What do you guys think? Yeah, I'll full screen it for you guys so you can do judgments and stuff. That's as good as I can make it. That's as big as I can make it, because I took myself off the screen for a second. So yeah. He looks like he's looking at his hand, yeah. All right then. I'm happy with that then. Now, I did this a lot quicker than I was expecting. So nah. Let me just save. That'll save the project then, so I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, I was just thinking, should I do the coloring and stuff? But the thing is that I'm trying to think, should I do it? Do I have to do it before 3 a.m.? Because it's 2:30 a.m. here in the UK. So do I have to do it before 3 a.m. or should I leave it? And I think I'm going to leave it here for now and do the coloring in either off screen or a little bit later. Maybe, but this is the 4th picture of the series, so I normally would end here. So the next picture that I do the next picture that I do, you know, the next 4 picture that I do after I finish coloring him in should be the last in this series, because I think it was 5 parts. Was the Papa Blueberry picture, was that 5 parts? So this will be another 5 parts. So this will be a 10-part series. One of the longest ones that I've ever done that hasn't been, you know, parts of other things. I'm not going to get any sleep, Jeff. I had a nap today and accidentally slept quite a bit already. So, yeah. No, where were you earlier? Because I did burpees before. I've been burping after I've taken a sip, basically, every time I've taken a sip of my drink. So, yeah. Yeah, so the next picture should be the final picture when he's full and berrified. And I'm going to see if I should then continue after that. But I don't think I should continue with this series. But this has been good for helping me adjust to the pen and the tablet. So, yeah. I think I'll be ready then to actually take on actual commissions, because this whole series has been mainly because it's been requested a lot. There we go. So I'm not so teeny screen since I'm not actually doing any more drawing, so I can, yeah. Um, yeah, this series has been the follow up to the Papa Blueberry series has been requested a lot on my DeviantArt and my Fur Affinity pages. So I'm pleased that I could actually continue it. I kind of wish that it was. I wish that I really did color correct it and make it look more like my art style, but like I said, I'm just learning. This has been a tool to help me figure out exactly how to use the tablet effectively and stuff like that. I did do a very brief picture when I was figuring out exactly how to use it, and this has been me just practicing with it, you know. But yeah, I think it's been pretty good so far. I have no idea what I'm going to draw next. I have no idea what I'm going to draw next. I am supposed to be carrying on with the Disney Dads thing, but the thing about the Disney Dads thing is that that person, the person that was paying me, was a different investor and stuff, and they are no longer paying me. So I don't know if I should continue with the Disney Dads thing. I don't know. There's a lot of Disney dads out there, you know. There's a lot of dads in Disney out there to verify, and I want to continue, but the thing is that I don't know how to do that. Is that weird of me to say? I kind of don't know how to do that without having reference on my screen, and the reference that I have on my screen, I guess I could put it into this program and then kind of like put that picture next to this, you know, next to the thing I'm drawing, like on the screen, but I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, so the Disney Dads pics will probably be the next thing that I actually do with this pen after the next picture of this series. So yeah. Well, he's going to be a very happy blueberry. That's the thing. He's going to be. I'm hoping to have like the last picture be him and Papa Berry, like next to each other, and him kind of like semi grumpy but kind of happy. Them both being kind of happy, but him being like reluctantly happy about the whole situation because he's just a farmhand that works at the farm, which is a blueberry facility where they actually use and harvest big blueberries like this. So yeah. He's kind of just surprised that it's happening to him, I guess, is the thing. I don't know. Somebody will figure out the story. So my ears just popped. It's very strange. I can suddenly hear. It's very weird when your ears pop. You kind of suddenly get a whole dimension added to your audio, you know, because your stereo sound is kind of like screwed up, because your eardrums are kind of in the wrong shape. So when your ears pop, your eardrums revert to a more, you know, a better shape to receive audio, and because they do that, it means that you suddenly have very flat hearing go to three-dimensional hearing. You know, it's the reason why you've got two ears is so that you can actually tell where sound is coming from, not just hear sound. Anyway, it's so strange. Right. You get a bigger sound when your ears pop. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah, it is that. Yeah, that's how I put it as well. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to come back to this. I do not know if I'm going to be coming back to do this on camera, but I'm going to be doing the coloration of this picture next, and then maybe I will do the line art like I did with this one today, for the final picture on camera, and maybe even do the coloring for that one on camera as well. So yeah, that would be good. I kind of don't know what to do with Papa Blueberry, to be honest with you, because I kind of, that's the thing. That's the thing. I kind of already did him at maximum blueberry size. I don't think he can get any bigger than what his current size is in blueberry form. You know, he's maximum ripeness. So I guess the next thing would be for him to be starting the juicing process, because they've done the ripening process, but they haven't done the juicing process. So I don't know. I'll figure it out. We'll get it. We'll get it right. But yeah, for now that's like that. Do you want to talk to me about anything before I head off? I keep yawning. Just I don't know why. I know I keep saying that. I'm just saying it again because of reasons. But yeah, anybody want to talk to me about anything before I run away? If I flee? James says new series coming soon. What? No tubs, but enjoy your morning, and here's many more hugs and stuff. Well, thank you, Jeff. I'll definitely try. Right. Everyone's picture, everyone's like avatar is just so tiny on my screen. So I'm already planning the next picture. Should I do it head on? You know, like him next to Papa Berry, him and Papa Berry next to each other, head on the camera. Or that just be a bit lazy because it would just be round, just two circles. I don't know. My artwork, new Papa Berry series. Well, this is part of the continuation for the old Papa Berry series since it was requested so much. I did say that already, but I guess you weren't here. It's okay, dude. But yeah, like I said, it's a continuation. There are lots and lots of people requesting it, so this is part of the Papa Berry series. This is like I think, like, what did we say? This is like the fourth picture in to the part 2 of that series, I guess. So yeah, because James, the series goes that there's already been a picture of like Papa Berry actually arriving at the farm, and one of the farmhands basically is prepping him for ripening, and this is one of the farmhands, and essentially he ends up taking away his pipe, which has the blue leaf tobacco in it, which is blueberry tobacco, and ends up berryifying himself accidentally, kind of. that's the general gist of it, I guess. Anyway. Yeah. And like I said, the next picture is going to be the last one in the entire series. I think. I don't know how I would continue on. You know, they are kind of just going to be two spheres together for a little while, at least. The farmer and the berry. Anyway, guys. I think I'm off. So I've already asked Jeffrey. So is anybody hot and creative? Is it? It's just like I said. It's what people asked for. It's not that creative. Anyway, yeah. I'm gonna go then. I don't know how to say goodbye ever. I just do the belly salute, and then I'm like trailing off every single time. Ugh. But yeah, belly rubs and belly salute, and I will see you guys probably tomorrow. There might be another stream, but it might be a bit early for you guys in the morning. Because if I can't sleep later, I'm going to be doing some colouring in for this, but I might do that off screen, depending on if I decide it is already too early for you guys, you know. Because I like to watch TV when I do this normally, and if there's nobody around to talk to while I'm doing this, it makes it a little bit kind of pointless and a little bit boring, like I said. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to end the stream. So I should have done the full screen of my camera while I did that. I do apologize for only doing it on the side screen. It doesn't matter. Toodles.